Hi everybody, hi and welcome to the Soul Project New Zealand event. So I'm Tanya and I have been with the Soul Project now for nearly a year and a half. So what are you going to hear about tonight? You are going to hear some beautiful stories about us. We are really just a group of people who really love changing people's lives. We're passionate about changing others' lives, but also our own lives. And I know for myself, since being part of this whole project, it certainly has changed my life. When I first was introduced to the program, I was very, very sick. And so for me, the program became a real life changer for me. It really did change the way that my health was. It improved it so much. And it's also improved the health of my family. And of course, for me, being part of the program and the Soul Project was just a no-brainer. It was the next step into, well, I want to be able to share this with everybody else because it's such a beautiful program. And I can see how it's improved, my health, but also my finances. So, for me, being able to travel a lot more without having to worry about the income and getting time off has been a huge thing for me. But also having that time with my daughter at home, to have that more time, the flexibility really has been a huge one for me. And so tonight we're going to be sharing our stories with you. You'll learn a lot about our wonderful program, but you'll also learn about the Soul Project and how it is that we help other people. And you'll hear the passion when we talk. So first of all, I'm going to pass you on over to Maxine, and Maxine's going to tell us about our fantastic program. It's all yours, Maxine. Are you here? You are. Go for it, honey.
All right. Am I okay?
You are. The floor's yours.
Hi everybody, I'm Maxine. I'm going to talk to you about our amazing body transformation program that we offer. We're very lucky to have as one of our team leaders a woman who was a finalist on MasterChef, Australian MasterChef. She's also very passionate about healthy living. She was also a gym owner and a fitness trainer, and also a very busy mum of two little girls. So she developed a fantastic program for really getting people onto a healthy lifestyle, sustainably making sustainable and permanent changes. So she created lots of beautiful family-friendly recipes, all very, very simple and easy to put together. Exercise plans, which are very doable, very, very much into meeting people where they're at. So very, very sort of doable for the average person. Also, our program at the moment, we're all quite excited because we've got the 8-week shred coming up at the end of the month. So that's also a big part of what we offer. We also have an aspect to the program where people who want to lose a bit more weight quickly can do so. So we have a program there which is shopping lists, pantry lists, exercise programs, meal prep, help with shredding that weight a little bit faster. And 4 times a year we attach a prize money to that, and so at the end of this month we're doing that again. There's $3,500 worth of prizes available to people who want to enter into that 8-week shred. So that covers our program. So that's programs available to all of our customers for free, absolutely for free, and it is a lifetime membership as well, which is pretty amazing. Even if our customers go off the product, they still get access to that program for life. So I think that's pretty incredible. So on to our products. Our core products are our premium capsules, which are our, try and hold them up. that's our fruit, our veggies and our berry capsules. So in here we've got over 30 organic fruit, veggie and berry capsules. So what we do is we get whole foods pulped, so that includes the skin, the peel, the core. The whole food is pulped and then dried at a very low temperature, so it retains all the enzymes and all the nutrients. That's something I really love about that, because my background is in nursing. I've seen a lot of people on supplements come and go, and on the whole they don't necessarily help a lot. So I was very excited about this product because it is whole food. It is something that the body can absorb and can recognise. You cannot replicate all the phytonutrients that are in whole foods. So in a vitamin. So that's why we're seeing such amazing results on these products, because that's what the body needs and recognises. So the company's been around for 30 years. We have over 38 published research studies in reputable scientific publications, which is also really amazing. We're actually the most researched supplement in the world. So the other thing about the capsules is that they're completely vegan, dairy-free, non-GMO and gluten-free. So they're really fantastic for people with all those allergies. The other thing that we offer, which is pretty incredible, is anyone who goes on the capsules does get a free subscription of the Kids Chews for any child between the age of 4 and 18. Those chews have over 17 fruit and vegetables, so they're absolutely brilliant for a lot of children. Don't eat enough fruit and vegetables. It's very difficult with some kids to get enough nutrients into them. So that's pretty much thousands of dollars of free product that we're offering to all our capsule customers. We've got lots of amazing research too on the Kids Chews, kids choosing better food, fruit and veggie options, less sick days, less doctor visits. That's all pretty amazing too. So our next product is the Omegas. These are cold pressed plant-based Omegas, and cold pressing is really important because a lot of the Omegas that you find in the supermarket have been hot pressed and the oil inside them is rancid. So ours are cold pressed, so they're beautiful, fresh, healthy plant-based oils. So we actually, instead of eating the Omegas from fish, we actually go straight to the source and take our Omegas from the algae. We also have some other beautiful oils in there, like pomegranate, buckthorn, raspberry seed. And this is a beautiful blend of Omegas. Also, a lot of the Omegas in the supermarket are just Omega-3. They're not the full blend of the Omegas that the body needs. The body can't actually make Omegas, so we do have to take those in some form through our diet. So there's an absolutely fantastic product for anyone who's got inflammation, joint problems, heart problems, all those kinds of things. They're quite heavily researched what Omegas will do in the body. Our next product, which I've got to just dash and get a product here. I forgot about that. Sorry, I forgot to get one of my shakes to show off to everybody, but that's the box of complete shakes. So we also have a wonderful shake product, which is a high protein plant-based powder. It contains lots of beautiful plant-based proteins, pea proteins, amaranth, gluten-free whole grains. It's very low in sugar, high in protein. It has less sugar than a single pear. It's got no added sugars. It's all just natural fruit sweeteners, and they're also lactose-free, gluten-free, non-GMO again. So really, you know, suitable for anybody on a special diet. They also contain niacin. Niacin is nature's antidepressant. So a lot of people on the shakes, as well as feeling a lot more energy, also find that their mood is greatly improved. So that's pretty cool too. And so that's pretty much covers all of our beautiful products. I'm now going to pass you over to the beautiful Dora, who's going to talk to you about her product story.
Hello, beautiful ladies. Can you all hear me okay? Yep, cool. So my name's Dora, and I have been with this beautiful tribe for 6 months now, and I just really, basically all I want to do is just be a testament that this product has turned my world around. I was just writing down a few notes earlier today about the health benefits that my family and I have experienced, and I can't help but to get a little bit emotional, so excuse me if I get choky. So I initially looked for something because last year my two littlies were just tag teaming getting croc between them and me and hubby, and just running basic life became so difficult, and they both got chicken pox. That was me tapping out. I had a guts full by this stage, and by about 2 or 3 months of this going on, me and hubby were just completely exhausted, you know, and we could actually just feel ourselves really burning out and getting short with each other and with the kids, which is just never cool. And so you know, along with that comes, you know, our mental state's not in a good place. We start eating badly, we make all sorts of bad choices. And that's just been a big thing that I've noticed as well, is now that we've come through detoxing and we're feeling better in ourselves and we're living a healthier lifestyle, life is aligning really quite beautifully, because we think more clearly, and we're able to help people better, and we feel better about ourselves. And of course, when all of this stuff goes on, our self-talk is much kinder. So part of my health journey is I detoxed. I hope it doesn't scare anybody off. Everybody detoxes differently, but I put myself through a lot of shit, and I detoxed for like 3 months straight. And sometimes it was painful, sometimes it was, you know, headachy and grumpy, but I knew what my body was doing. And I'll be honest, I nearly gave up a couple of times, 2 times in particular. But each time I kind of hauled my ass back onto the events so that I could listen and be inspired by people who had come through the detox. And now that I'm through that, I just feel so much lighter, physically lighter as well, because I was also a part of the last shred, and it has just been fantastic. Working with people who really get and understand health through food and using food as medicine has been life-changing for me. It's stuff that I've heard before and it's stuff that I've read about, but until my body actually experienced it, I just couldn't appreciate how great these capsules are. So I started taking the premium pack, which was the fruit, veggies and berries, and I was on those for a month, and I started noticing amazing transformations within the first few days. My energy levels increased, my mood and temperament was starting to balance out, which was quite nice for my family. And within weeks, my skin and hair were getting clearer and stronger. And as someone who had suffered from alopecia previously, my hair had thinned out quite a lot. And now it's actually getting nice and thick again, where you know, I can wear it out and I'm not conscious about it being all fluffy and yucky and brittle. It's nice and strong. I also had postnatal depression after my son was born, and I went and saw my doctor, and of course got prescribed antidepressants, and I didn't like them at all. I was foggy brained. I just didn't function well on them, and so it was that was one of the big things that I wanted to try and get my body off during this detox period, and I managed to do that after being on them for about a year. I managed to come off them completely within about 2 months. You know, talking with my doctor, I wanted to be safe about it. In about 2 months, I managed to come off them completely, and I am so grateful that these whole food capsules, something that's so simple but so crucial, helped me to bridge that gap between what I need and what I was putting in. So I thought, you know, if I wasn't eating fish and chips every night, I was doing my body a favor, but but it's so much more than that. And to be 110% honest with you all, I have benefited from this Juice Plus product in more ways than I can even describe. Things were healing inside me that I didn't even know were broken, and you know, the PND feeling, it's completely gone. I very rarely have down moments, let alone down days and down weeks. So when I have a down moment, I know that this is a tribe that I can just like reach out, and I have a lot of love for these women, because I can just put a word out there and it's like they just get it. You know, we're dealing with real people in real lives. So this is like, it's no BS. It's a simple, beautiful, natural, pure product that is designed to work with our bodies and help our bodies to heal. So, before I take up all of our time, sorry, I just wanted to share one more thing in regards to the shred. So I've always been a heavy girl. You know, my weight has always been up and down, up and down. And when I very first got on the product, without even realizing, just through the detox process, my body shed about 4 kilos. And then when I did the shred, not only did I have the drive, because it was something that I wanted to show people, hey, this stuff really works, and it really works for us. I wanted to do it for me and to see, you know, can I really get my ass back to the size it used to be before having kids. And I've managed to shed 17 kilos so far, and I'm so proud of myself. And I just want people to realize it's through doing it with whole food and getting your mental state into a place where you can actually do this and know that you're supported no matter which way you turn. We can achieve amazing things. You know, whatever we set our goals at, we can get there. So yeah, that's my product story. There's so much more to it, but there are some pretty phenomenal women that I have been following, and I love their stories. So I'm going to pass on to the fabulous Desi now to share her story.
Hi. So my story is a little bit different in that I didn't actually think I needed anything. I thought I was doing really well, going to the gym 3 times a day and heading back to Macca's straight after the gym to have a frozen Coke and some chips dipped in the Macca's ice cream. You'll know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend. So I thought I was doing really, really well doing that. And then a friend of mine suggested these to me, and I'm like, yeah, all right, you know, I'll give it a go. And about 4 days in, no joke, I'm like, bush, cleaning the kitchen, washing, folding, and putting away the clothes on the same day. Completely unheard of for a parent. I know, right? So I'm doing all this stuff. I'm baking. I'm getting sandwiches ready for the next day. I've got lunch boxes packed. I'm making cakes and cutting them up and freezing them and doing all this stuff. And the husband's like, what the hell is going on? Where is my wife? What have you done with her? And I'm like, no, honey, I've just started this, because I didn't tell him. Because, you know, men, they get all like, yeah, you don't want to take that. So, yeah, I told him what I was doing, and my product came with free kids' chews. And we had 2 little foster girls at the time, both quite dark, and one of them had really bad eczema on her bendy bits. I still don't know what they're called, the inside of your elbowy bit, and the backs of her legs and her neck and her armpits, and they were quite white. She was very conscious of it. And we had done everything we could think of to get rid of this eczema. No dairy, no wheat, no gluten, no sugar. That was no fun for anybody, the no sugar one. Anyway, nothing was helping, so we just went, you know what, stuff it. Let her eat whatever she wants. And we started giving the kids the chews. And within 6 weeks, her eczema had completely cleared up. And I didn't think to take photos because I didn't think it was going to work. Like, I'd read the testimonials and they're like, oh yeah, this is great for eczema, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. As long as the kids are getting some veggies into them, I don't care. And 6 weeks in, completely cleared up. I just could not believe it. And I was just shocked. And the kids loved eating them. It actually helped change what they wanted to eat. They started eating the veggies straight out of the garden. The youngest one insisted on it taking a whole cucumber for lunch. Imagine the comments I got back from the daycare for that. Anyway, she took a whole cucumber for lunch and she smashed it. And they were like, what is going on with your kid? And I'm like, and I told them about it and they were like, yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, it did some really unexpected things in our lives, which is great. And I've been on the product for almost, 3 years in April, and I will never be without it. I don't think I could be. Anyway, that's my product story, just really quick. And I'd like to pass on to Ashley. Well, I don't know which Ashley I'm passing to, so Ashley August.
Thanks, Desi. Absolutely love that. That's so awesome, and it's nice. It's a nice feeling too. Doing something with the kids, finding success. You know, it's annoying getting eczema too. So I feel you. That's awesome. But I am going to give you all a bit of a rundown, about the biz, because people are skeptical about it. They really haven't seen anything like this before. So yeah, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on how it kind of works. And, I really haven't worked ever, because I've been a mum since I was so young, but I'm just going to use, working at a supermarket as, my job, because I haven't really worked before. But let's just say I work at a supermarket at the checkout. And, in traditional business, we all start at the bottom. And, so I've been working my ass off, for a few years now, kind of doing that extra work, spending less time with my family and less time doing the things I love, and just also working harder and longer. I also have the everyday struggles of, getting underpaid and underappreciated. But not only that, even self-service machines potentially taking my job. You can probably relate if you work in like a supermarket or, Kmart or something like that. But there's levels. And then, in order to rise up is, through the levels, it's does create a bit of a toxic work environment, because we're stepping over others. to kind of get to where we want to be. It's creating a very toxic work environment, you know, workplace gossip and, you know, just stuff like that, stuff you don't need, drama you don't really need. But we have our CEO at the top. And, you know, a lot of these times, these businesses can be family owned, which means more room at the top for their family or friends and less room at the top for someone like me who's kind of, you know, putting in the hard yards to, you know, get to where I want to be, which is close to here, at least here. But, you know, yeah. And, but in saying that, even if you manage to get up here, you're kind of, you know, your stress levels are just higher because you have more responsibility. But also, you know, you have the struggles of your money coming in and then going straight back out on things like, you know, utilities, rent, wages, electricity, advertising, stuff like that. And, you know, there are many people out there that are struggling because their job isn't serving them. And unfortunately, because of that, you know, we stopped dreaming. We stopped dreaming about that holiday, you know, that big house, that new car. We stopped dreaming about choice. But what really blew my mind is the way our business model works. When I was kind of shown this, it really did blow my mind. Now, it is a really different business model, but it allows for a safer place to dream. I have no certificates or, you know, qualifications or anything like that, but I was welcomed, you know, with open arms. But in saying that, you know, we still start at the bottom, which to me, I love that because, you know, I've been a stay-at-home mum since forever. So it's just really nice to know that we all have that even playing field. You know, everybody in this business, even the ones that are really rocking shit, you know, they all started at the bottom, you know, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a PT, or even a stay-at-home mum like me, we all start here. And so up here, we have our pinnacle position. Now, I love our pinnacle position because it's unlimited, you know. Anyone could jump on board today even, and fly straight past me and head towards the top. And that's what I love, you know. It didn't mean that there was that big kahuna sitting at the top telling me what to do. I'm not really good when people tell me what to do, so I wouldn't really survive. But, you know, I love that you could jump on board and just fly straight past me. I love that I don't have to, you know, push anybody into doing something they didn't want to do. If they, say, wanted to come in and just make an extra $200 a month, you know, I can help them do that. I can help them just make a couple of $100 extra a month to pay for like bills or rego or just to treat themselves. But, you know, someone could also come in and say, look, Ash, I want out of my job. Could you show me how to make $1,200 to $1,500 a week? I can also, I also have the tools to help them achieve $1,200 to $1,500 a week as well. Or someone might want to come in and be a bit of a high achiever like me and, you know, go straight to the top. And that's what I love about this is that they can, you know, and but what I love most is that in order to rise up through the levels, we have to put our hand down, you know, and help others up. So, and I think that's such a wicked concept, you know, to be able to, you know, help others, which is helping yourself. So we basically rise by lifting others. And I think that's so awesome. And I really found this so much easier to create that, you know, that freedom, that control, that flexibility. And because it's all online, I can fit in the trainings and skill building in and around, you know, my already crazy life with my 6 kiddies. But just simply to have choice in the work environment is, I think, is amazing. And this business model has created so much for me and my family. that yeah, I'm really thankful. And already I've, you know, only been in this business for about 9 months now, and I've already smashed through 4 promotions, even, you know, with my already crazy life with my tribe. So I'm really grateful for this business model, and yeah, I'll be forever grateful. But also, while I'm here, I'm gonna just gonna quickly bust another little myth. So you know, like I was saying, I'm a stay-at-home mum. Before this, I was a stay-at-home mum to 6. I haven't worked in a very, very long time. I think last year I was going on to 13 years. So yeah, I kind of lost the confidence to work, you know, after being out of work for so long. Like I said, I had no qualifications or certificates or anything like that. And you know, I really felt I didn't know many people. I live in a pretty small town, a small rural town. So I just kind of wanted to bust this myth for you guys, because yeah, I live in a really small town. I didn't know many people at all. But, you know, as I continued to share my journey, I had my best friend Nora and one other kind of hit me up, you know, like, what are you up to? And that kind of, you know, they wanted more freedom and more choice in their life. So they kind of reached out to me and saw my post, and, you know, they wanted more. So they reached out, they ended up jumping on board, and yeah, they continued to share. So they continued to share to others this wicked opportunity, as I continued to share, as I continued to connect with, you know, more mums like me, you know, more stay-at-home mums through Facebook, mums groups, you know, school pickup. But, you know, just by knowing these 2 people, you know, they've reached out to more people, and who they've reached out to, they've also reached out to other people. So just by like knowing these 2 people, my business is growing. And it really does go to show, you know, you don't need to know many people. Just a few of the right ones really helps. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you feel like you don't know many people. I definitely didn't know many people, and I live in a really small town. So it just goes to show that really anybody can do this. You know, this is definitely something that everyone can achieve success in this, and that's what I love. But I am going to shoot you over to another Ash, the awesome Ash, and she's going to talk a bit about how we get paid and share a bit about her story, which is awesome. Thanks, guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Ash. You're amazing. I love your story, and it just really does go to show that anyone can do this, and it really doesn't have to mean that you have to know a lot of people or you have to have any qualifications at all. It's pretty amazing to see that literally anyone can do this. And I know it's pretty easy to be stuck in those excuses, but it's pretty cool that we have a team of beautiful people to back you and support you through the entire journey. So that was what was attractive to me at the time I was traveling. So getting into a community and being supported by like-minded, inspiring, positive people was just a no-brainer. So I'm here to just share a little bit about how we get paid, because this all sounds phenomenal, but we do want to know how this actually works and how it comes to be an actual income. So basically, just like you would share if you went and got your hair done, or when you got your nails done, or if you watched a movie that you really, really enjoyed, we put it on social media, right? We're sharing it constantly. We're constantly referring people a great restaurant to eat, a great place to travel, a great book to read. We are constantly referring. So why not get paid for it? Why not utilize social media to be paid to refer and help others? So by all means, I didn't get into this to annoy people, to sell to people. That was not my intention. We are all, as you can see, heart-driven ladies that really have that mission to want to serve and help others and impact people's lives. So literally, we do that by using our program. So we jump on the products, we jump in the program, we jump in the Soul Project program, we start cooking the recipes, we start using the program for ourselves, And we start sharing on social media authentically by being you. We do not ask you to be anyone else but yourself. Authentically sharing from your own experience, from your own heart, with the people that are already on your social media, with the people that know, love, and trust you already. Talk about your results. So just like you would have heard some of the women and their awesome journeys, share your results, talk about it. And then, of course, share those results on social media. So that is literally how we kind of go about this, UTR, through using, talking and sharing our results. Now, something that I did when I first started, I jumped on the program because I was very, very undernourished and my skin broke out in cystic acne. I was very, very stressed and overworked. And I wanted it for me. I wanted to change myself. But I realized what a powerful tool that we have here in our hands to be able to share and impact thousands of other people around us. So I realized as I was healing and my journey was my skin started to clear, and as I started to wake up feeling refreshed and feeling better, people were noticing. People were asking me, what are you doing? My goodness, like you look happier. And people started asking about my posts. I got comments, I got messages. So it literally just organically happens because people are over feeling shitty. People are over feeling that mundane cycle, and same goes for the business. So with this, we do have the beautiful two options to be able to give the gift of better health, but also give the gift of more abundance in life, better wealth, more finances, a way to earn an online stream of income. So when I started posting that as I was traveling, being able to work from home from anywhere, it was really attractive to a lot of people on my social media and people that I knew, because there were a lot of people sick of their day-to-day jobs and sick of that mundane life and not getting enough of the holidays and those joyful things that really bring joy to life. So it really is a beautiful way to alleviate those stresses. Now we get paid three ways, unlike your normal job. We get paid a retail profit. Now, a retail profit hits your bank account when you're connecting someone to our program. So just like we shared, as you're referring, as you're noticing results yourself, you're really sharing and, let's do this together, let's do the shred together, and you're really just healing together. And the company will put money in your bank account every time you're referring someone to the program, which is a beautiful way to really spread that healing across everywhere. Because let's face it, there are a lot of people that you can notice, that I noticed myself when I started, that people either complain about their finances and not having enough money, or they complain about their health and being sick and ill and tired and broke. So what better way to be able to help people with both those things? Now we also get paid a commission. Now this is a passive stream of income. We do unlock this as we further through the levels. As Ash was explaining, we move through levels, and as you further through the levels, you unlock this residual passive income because you're building a team greater than yourself. So you're really building a team, and this does come from the company because, of course, the company does not pay for any marketing or advertising. They've got a pool of money sitting there to hand to the people that are really referring the product and program. And of course, we do get paid a third way, which is bonus money. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about bonus money because we do not get paid bonuses very much these days. So our bonuses begin at $100. And our first level is DVF. Now, you don't need to know what these mean. We still get confused. It's pretty cool that you do get to earn as you learn. You don't need to know it all. You don't need to be an expert. Just as Ash shared, she hasn't worked in a long time. So we do have an entire team and system and training in place for you to get to earn as you learn, which is really cool. Our first bonus level, when you reach this level, is a nice $100 bonus. Now, that's literally just by you being in the program and helping a couple of others jump in the program with you, linking arms together and going, cool, let's do this, get healthy and happy together. So that's your first level there. Our next level is SDVF. Now, SDVF is a nice $400 bonus. Now, when you reach that, because this is a helping and teaching business, as you help others, every time you help someone reach this level also, you get a teaching bonus of $400 too. So this is exponential. Remember, this is 1/3 of the way that we get paid as well. The next level that we reach after this is SC. Now, SC is a $600 bonus. And again, $600 every time you help someone reach this level. Now, again, we do have a whole team of people that do help you, that do support you, that mentor you to help you and your team reach this level as well. So you're reaching down and rising others up in order to receive these promotions, which is really cool. Our next promotion is SSC. Now, SSC is a nice $1,200 bonus and $1,200 every time you help someone. Again, exponential as well here. Our next level is QNMD. Now, QNMD is a $1,500 bonus and $1,500 every time you help someone reach this level. Our final pinnacle position, which is, again, anyone can reach this level. Anyone can fly past me and go as much as they want here, depending on your desire and drive to want to go out and really help people. So the sky is the limit here. That's why I love this. $3,000 bonus when you reach the pinnacle position NMD. Now, at this level here, you do not need a teaching bonus, because when you reach this level, you're usually sitting on a 6-figure income, which is between 80 to 100,000 a year. And that comes from just this part here, which is the residual passive income, because you've built your team so wide, which is really, really amazing. I love that we can get rewarded and we can really start to see that that is an early retirement plan. Now, for me, I was someone that was sick of working hard for someone else and not being appreciated and rewarded for doing so. I wanted to travel. I loved travel. I loved everything about travel, but I just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So when I found this was a beautiful way to really leverage that and really get some freedom and get what I wanted out of this. So I jumped in very, very skeptical. I was working 50-hour weeks at the time when I jumped into this. So I was someone that didn't have time. My life was chaotic. But I decided, you know what, if I didn't change anything now, nothing will ever change. So I decided I have to just jump in and do it. Half an hour a day is all I gave to this. Half an hour to 1 hour a day. Instead of scrolling a Netflix, I spent building my business and building this and inspiring and impacting others. 6 months down the track after that, I was able to say goodbye to that crazy, crazy, hectic, toxic work environment that was not serving me. I was able to quit that job and do this full time. So that meant that I could jump into my van. I was traveling New Zealand at the time. So I jumped into our van and we traveled the whole entire North and South Island with no time limits. And I still got to be paid into my bank account monthly while working from my phone, which is pretty insane, because I don't know any other job that would allow me to do that with no time frame without being approved leave. So I loved that this really came at that beautiful time. I then went to Indonesia and spent a few months in Indonesia, where I completed my yoga certificate there to be a yoga teacher. That's always been my heart and soul and passion, but I never had the money and time to do so. So this was really a beautiful way for me to open up the gates to more opportunities for me to focus on me and focus on the things that I love. So if there's anything that you guys had any questions or fears or doubts or concerns or want to know more, get your questions answered. I really urge you to do so, because there's nothing worse than sitting on the fence. It is a beautiful opportunity to spread more good vibes around the world. So what I'm going to do is hand it over to Lauren. She has an amazing traveling story at the moment too. So I'll pass it over to Lauren and she's going to share her story. Maybe unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Cool. Am I on Spotlight? Alrighty. Okay, cool. So I've been in this business for a bit over a year now. And yeah, one of the big reasons for me was to be able to travel more, definitely. I was living in London at the time, so I'm from Australia. And a few years ago, I went traveling to Europe and I moved over to London. Yeah, because I wanted just more freedom, more flexibility to travel more. But where I found myself was trapped back into the structure that I wanted to escape. So I was following my PR career and I was in that same 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, sometimes longer than 9 to 5, with so much responsibility, so much commitment. And I didn't really have that true passion in what I was doing. I thought it was what was my path. And I found that in this job, I just kept coming up to roadblocks and something was just missing. I really wanted to be doing something that really gave back to other people. So I thought of all these different ideas of what I could do to create my own freelance work that would really have more of an impact on other people. And I got a bit stuck because I wasn't able to find ways to really fund this living in London and doing all the travel that I was doing. So just by, divine chance, I reconnected with my good friend from childhood who had founded the Soul Project, and she shared everything about it with me. I watched an event just like this, and everything about it was what was missing from my life. I wasn't looking after my health properly because I was in a job that I wasn't enjoying, and I really was passionate about helping other people, and I had seen the flexibility and the choice that this kind of work had given so many people. So it was a yes from me. I did have, my mind going crazy of asking all these questions, but really I just trusted my heart and I gave it a chance. And it's really transformed everything for me. It enabled me to just come into alignment with what it was that I truly wanted from my life. I eventually stepped away from my PR career, and last year I was able to really hit goals that I didn't think was possible before. I wanted to go back to Australia for a friend's wedding after over 2 years, and I didn't want to do that just for 3 weeks holiday that I had. I wanted to be able to go back for longer. So I was able to achieve that. I built my business up enough to be able to stay in Australia for almost 2 months and then come over to Bali and head back to Europe, go to our conference in Barcelona, and do a whole lot of travel after that. And now, just in the last few weeks, I'm now moved to Bali and am working from here. I'm currently in a beautiful cafe in Ubud in Bali. So I'm so grateful for not only the lifestyle that this has given me and the choice that this has given me, but also the purpose behind it as well, because I've been able to connect with so many other people that just want the same thing that I do and be able to show them the steps to create that for themselves. So it's not just the financial revenue, it's the emotional revenue you get from giving back to other people and seeing them grow and seeing them change their lives. So that's really filled me up as well. So I couldn't be more grateful that this was shared with me. So I do encourage you, if someone has reached out and shared this with you, it's because they see a light in you that needs to be shared with the world. So if you do feel like you want to know more, as Ash said, get your questions answered. Don't sit on the fence. And as you can see, this is an absolutely beautiful community. So I'm really grateful to have been on this event tonight. Thanks, everyone. Cool. I think we close there, don't we?